Hello everyone and welcome to another video with me, Umber Rays, and today we're talking about FF3 as well as other things coming very soon to a brave Exvius near you. And before we get into it, no. Just no. Yeah. How to say this nicely? Back when this came out on the JP side, it was not something that I was overly enthusiastic about it. FF3 has never been Final Fantasy that I have been overly fond of. It was even something that I gave a really hard go at, really like when the remake came out on the 3DS. I was like, hey, the FF3 is getting like remade or redone or whatever term you want to use. It was getting updated. And when it came out, I really played a lot of it. But at the same time, it just never hooked me like other Final Fantasies did. It was not something that I found overly enticing to me. So Final Fantasy, well, I don't... when it comes to number 3, I'm not super big on it, but yeah. So, this was not a Final Fantasy that was personally a favorite when it came out, but I have to say that if you're looking for a banner to skip because you're tired of banners and you're tired of going on banners, this is the one to skip. Dark Knight Luneth and Refia are both two pretty damn forgettable units. One of the things that happened when Refia did come out as an Onion Knight was, oh boy, Onion Knight is going to get support. And he didn't, at least not on the JP side. It's a toss-up whether Gummy is going to keep going with, supporting this unit or not. I wouldn't put a ton of money on Onion Knight's chaining family being supported. AT chaining is more important when Axstar comes out, and after that it seems like Stardust Ray is the current big one. So Onion Knight Refia, she's definitely not bad. She's just not going to last, and she's going to fall out in the same way that Jet sort of falls out. And a lot of people out there, when they hear me say this kind of stuff, they're like, well, I got the unit, and she's pretty good. Well, yeah, of course. Of course, all of these units are good. But if you're looking for something that is amazing, something that is the next, yes, you should get this because it's very powerful for a long time, Refia is not that. She is very much stuck to her chaining family. I wouldn't even say that her much on this banner is particularly interesting. Une's staff on Une is like 75 magic, 92 spirit. Definitely not a bad thing for a staff, but not overly exciting, and she's a 3-star, so you'll see her eventually one way or another, especially with all those, 10 pulls that Global, 10 plus 1 pulls that Global likes to give out. Doga's Rod for magic, basically the same thing, nothing overly interesting here. Pass, move on to the next one. I also find that Doga is just not an interesting mage, and never was an interesting mage. But now we get to talk about the 5-star base units, starting with Onion Knight Refia. Definitely a unit that I absolutely love her sprite, so much so that I'm even going to show it off right now. Like, it's really cool that Refia gets an Onion Knight, too. And, of course, there's the Chocobo Hugs, which are always cute. But Blacksmith's Daughter is her materia. Boosts attack by 50% when equipped with a sword. Boosts limit burst fill rate. It's good. There's no doubt about it in my mind that this is good. My problem here is that it's not really good enough. The TMR is... useful into the future as swords have kind of come back with a lot of the CG characters. But it's conditional, it's a limit burst fill, there's, this in the future. So it's not bad, it's just not really worth going super hard for. Super TMR is Onion Blade, 160 attack, chance to inflict Poison, Blind, Silence, Confuse, and enables Master Onion Knight, boosts attack, defense, magic, and spirit by 30%. Pretty good Super TMR, but if you're chasing Super TMRs, well, you're a whale and you don't really care what I have to say. Moving on. Yeah, so overall, well, I don't hate anything about Onion Knight Refia, it tells you that I have her 7-star, but I've just never maxed her. Never. And now here's the real question. Can I just delay by, you know, talking and twirling this pen? Ooh, what a pen. What a very, very nice pen. It is a fine pen. Hey, just long enough. Here he is, Dark Knight Luneth. And this is a unit that I did not get during the event. I've gotten one since, and I'm not overly excited about him. There's a lot that I just really don't like about Dark Knight Luneth. I don't like his sprite overly, his animations. Nothing particularly excites me about this character. TMR, Dark Knight's Knowledge, Materia boosts attack by 30%, boosts equipped attack when a single weapon is equipped with both hands, and boosts physical damage versus demons. You know, it's not bad as true dual hand goes, but again, is it really worth going, you know, a long distance for? Probably not. There's a ton of attack up Materia, so if you get this, fine, but otherwise, eh. Murakumo Katana from FF3, 168 Dark Elemental Blade, enables Dark Blade, consume HP to damage all enemies. A Dark Element Katana in itself with high attack is very useful into the future, especially with the future being dual wield orientated. This is a pretty good katana. The problem is that if you're going for a super TMR that's a katana, you should save your money and just go for Axstar, because that katana is insane. It's good even after Axstar kind of falls out of the top DPS. His katana is still good for Orin, so yeah, that's kind of my opinion on that when it comes to TMRs and super TMRs. There's also a 25k step up for these units that you can go 4 times on, but why you would want to go 4 times, I have no idea. 25k lap is pretty expensive. Yeah, I'm just not overly excited about it. There's some kind of 5-star ticket that comes with it. It could be one of these guaranteed tickets. Basically, if you get enough copies of the ticket, I think it's about 5, then you can trade them in for a random one of the 2 units on the banner. But again, I don't think either of these units are particularly exciting. I also should conclude a little bit about Dark Knight Luneth. Why he's just not good. Dark Knights are just not that great. There are better finishers into the future, which pretty much kills this character flat dead, but also in terms of chainers as well. There's just much better stuff coming into the future, like that guy who starts with an A, that we on the JP side never shut up about. Axstar is just really way better than this, so easy pass. And even if you were looking for this guy as a chain finisher, no, just wait, get Regina, you'll be much happier, trust me. Everybody over here who has it is. So, Sedona, Steiner, Aiko, and Beatrix will be getting ability awakenings. Obviously, Steiner isn't that exciting. Sedona can be kind of used to cheese some trials. I believe Two-Headed Dragon or something like that is cheesed by her. Steiner, pretty meh. Aiko and Beatrix. Aiko is okay. I think I've heard that Beatrix is going to be getting some enhancements that are, you know, global exclusive that will give her AT chaining. Goes a long way to make her a lot better into the future, but am I overly impressed? No, she'll still fall out hard against some of the other units in the future, so yeah, she'll be good for now. Good for everybody who likes her, and definitely that is a plus, that if you can use your favorite units, go for it. Always do that. And the new trial boss is coming. Well, new for you guys, old for us. And Chambers of Arm, Warden Welter. And this guy has just a really great item to get your hands on. The reward is the Grand Star accessory. All stats plus 25. Enables Shrine that Conquers Nature, Shrine that Conquers Civilization, and Shrine that Conquers Substance. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that's the big thing here. What can I say about this? Warden Welter is easily the most difficult of the 10-man trials. If you had a little bit of difficulty, Warden should be, or with the previous one, then this one will be a little bit tougher. This one might be difficult for a fair number of players. I remember it being easily the most difficult, as it should be, but I was kind of surprised and it was a real struggle back when on the JP side. Since the global feels like it's been power creeping a little, might be a little bit easier than when we had it, but definitely the most difficult one, as you would expect. Best of luck to all you global players, and also Chamber of the Indignant Scorn of the Gilgamesh. Reward Muramasa Katana, 172 attack with the effect. Increases extra damage versus birds, as well as humans. This is a tippity top tier item to get your hands on. In terms of all the items that have kind of come out, especially with the Dark Katana being on Luneth, this sword is just great into the future. This will be the trial that really sees just how far Global has power crept, because this katana is absolutely great. You should definitely get your hands on it. But the Gilgamesh trial might be a bit of a difficult... Well, who am I kidding? It should be a big difficulty jump. This is when trials start getting a little bit too difficult in some respects. But if you can get into it, the mechanics on this one are fairly simple. JP used, I believe, the item trick, where if you use enough elemental items, it gives you 1 turn reprieve. This trial is built to not be bursted down, but who knows? Given what Global can do currently, it might be possible. I don't know. I'll just wait and find out, because I don't really play Global anymore except for free stuff. And that's just for fun. There'll also be a couple of new campaigns, free daily summons of FF3 that can give you either TM Moogles for the new 5 stars, 200 Lapis, or level 20 King Metal Cactars. Okay, special login bonuses that include some multi-summons, some 4-star guaranteed tickets, okay, and arena summon update, which I'm sure a lot of people on Global have been waiting for. Still very curious if you guys are going to get the Super Arena Week so you guys can experience the hell that is that. King Metal Minotaurs, Gil Snapper families, King Pot types, 1% Trust Moogle Star Quotes, and more. Go for it. Have fun. Use all those tickets that you've been saving up. But yeah, when it comes to looking at basically this FF3 event, other than pulling for, some bonus units, which if you do get them, fine. If not, I think this is a pretty easy pass banner. This is not the FF3 banner you're waiting for. If you're really into FF3, hold off into the future when I'm sure a CG Onion Knight or CG Luneth will pop up. But yeah, that is all for now. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys on the global side find a little bit of difficulty, because it seems like that seems to be a thing that a lot of global players are asking for lately. Is more difficult trials. Well, Warden Welter and Scorn of the Gilgamesh. We'll see how those go for global. Actually, let's just take a look. What's his difficulty rating at? 265. Yeah, he might be a little tough. We'll see. Just a comparison, the Europa trial was 225. This is 265. Elements are important, boys. See you next time. And girls. Sorry. Inclusive.